Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Today we are watching the quarterfinals, one of the final quarterfinals on the first bracket, and it's going to be Chelsea versus Palmeiras. Let's switch over here. Welcome, guys. Hope everyone is having a nice day so far here today. Personally, my score prediction's 3-2 for this match. I hope we get a goal fest here. We didn't really get one in the previous match. Hopefully we get one in this one. And Robert Sanchez will be the goalkeeper for Chelsea. In the defense, we have Cucurella, Colwill, Chalava, and let me just see because they really flashed that by quick on the monitor there. Here, let's go and have a look here so I can just have a look. Chalaba and Gusto in the midfield. We have Reece James and Enzo Fernandez. In the forward line, we have Cole Palmer right wing, Christopher Nkunku as the cam, Pedro Neto, who is surprisingly starting. I'm really surprised about that one. And Liam Delap as the striker. I really did not think Neto would start this one. But for Palmeiras, we have a goalkeeper of Weverton. Then we have Vanderlaan, Fuchs, Mikal, and Gay as the defense. For the midfield, we have Martinez and Rios as DMs that will transition to the AM position. Torres, Alon, and Estaval will be the forwards, as well as Victor Roque as the striker. Honestly, very surprised that Pedro Neto starting this one. Did not expect that at all from him. I really thought he would take this one like going out and not having to play football for a little bit just to, recollect his thoughts and that, because like we saw with Cancelo and Ruben Neves in the previous game, they were just not mentally in that one, unfortunately for them. And, hopefully they can, start getting back. I know it's going to take some time for them. They need the time off, really. But yeah, very surprised about that. Noni Madueke, I thought would start in the left wing, but it's surprising that Neto is going to be starting this one. But yeah, score predictions, drop them in the chat, guys. Otherwise, yeah, we are underway any moment now. In about 20 seconds, the match will begin. And yeah, really excited for this one. If you enjoy the content, of course, we are streaming every single game live, so make sure to smash like if you are enjoying the content. There will be a minute of silence here, which we will do inside of this chat as well. They're doing it in the stadium. And the minute of silence should start in a second. Okay, there we go. So 1 minute of silence. Okay, that was all for the minute of silence there. That was not an enjoyable one to watch because Neto really did not look like he was going to make through that with dry eyes there. Holding up a shirt, Diogo and Andre. Big respect to him, really. Really big respect. And now the teams will be having a talk through. And that was, of course, the minute of silence for Diogo Jota and Andre Silva due to their passing in the last day. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not, the best of times for football. But hopefully we can get through this one as a community. It seems like we're all together for this one as a community, which is great. And that's why people do say football does unite the world, because it really does. And this game's going to be played at the Lincoln Financial Field, which has seen some stoppages. It doesn't look like it today. It does look like a clear night. Chelsea will be in white, surprisingly. So I'm actually going to change their thing there to a white backdrop, just so we can actually tell that that's Chelsea. And welcome to stream, Kieran. Hope you're doing well. Here we go. Chelsea take the kickoff there, and the game has begun. Hi, Abbas Faction. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Robert Sanchez is going to lob that ball down the field. Hopefully, Neto can do something in support of Jota if he scores. I think he would do that for his friend, of course. Esteval passes the ball forward. This is going to be Victor Roque, already on a breakaway chance here. I thought this game would be 3-2. I still think it's going to be 3-2 here. And that is going to be cleared away for a corner for Palmeiras. Nice clearance by Gusto there. Just a nice little tap over the line. And this is going to be a very interesting one to watch, honestly, because both teams are somewhat, pretty balanced. There's not really any sort of problem with either team in scoring goals in terms of defense. Both teams have been showing up in their, games that they've been playing. And Palmeiras especially has been very, very good in terms of defensive to midfield football, transitions there. The attack's been a problem. There's a little clearance away from Reece James, and it's now going to be back with Palmeiras. Just going to send that ball back over to the left side there, and there's going to be a possible cross in the box from, I think that is going to be, who is that? Torres. Torres passes back to Vanderlyn. Cross coming in, and it's just going to be touched on the right side. There's a shot taken by Fuchs, and it's just deflected away back to Chelsea, and Chelsea now have a chance really to counter-attack. There's a pass to Pedro Neto, and now it's won by Palmeiras there with the ball. Very interesting win of the ball there, and now it's going to be back with Palmeiras on the left side. It's going to be brought in here by Alon. One back by Chelsea. That wasn't a long time with the ball. There's going to be a free kick. Free kick one, nice and easy. And this is now going to be with Chelsea on the right. Pedro Neto. Chelsea playing their second Brazilian club in this tournament. The first time it didn't go so well. Hopefully Chelsea can, do something here to redeem against the Brazilian teams. Here's a very good chance from Neto. He dribbles through almost the whole box. And it seems like his mentality today going into this one's a little bit stronger than what we saw with Cancelo and Ruben Neves. Because he is looking sharp already. Just like the rest of this tournament, really. And also, I forgot to mention, welcome Nelson to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well watching this stream today. And all you guys are, happy with the football so far. Make sure to drop your score predictions in the chat if you haven't already. Enzo Maresca, of course, is the head coach for Chelsea. And Abel Ferreira is the head coach for Palmeiras. I don't think Palmeiras have actually lost a game in this tournament. No, they have not lost a game in this tournament. Drew to Porto 0-0. They won against Al-Ahly 2-0. They drew against Inter Miami 2-2, and they won against Botafogo 1-0. So, they could be keeping up an unbeaten streak here on the tourney. So we're going to have to watch out. Can I wear my shirt backwards? Dean Smith, there's nothing on the shirt. There's literally nothing on the back of this shirt. It's just an ad. I don't know if you can see it, kind of. There's nothing, I don't know why I would wear a shirt with nothing on the back backwards. I guess, when I get the Man U shirt, of course, I would. But yeah. And also, it's a little bit uncomfortable because this shirt is small for me. It's my academy shirt, so, yeah. This is now going to be with Chelsea at the back. Cucurella passing over and now finding Lavia. Back to Cucurella there. Sorry, Lavia is actually not playing. Who is that with the... Is that Santos? Santos has a pretty similar hairstyle to Lavia, I gotta say. Really thought it was him. Because Lavia started every game now. This is the first game he's actually not started. Cucurella now with the ball. Pass it over there to Enzo. There's a shot, and it is parried away. Now goes over to the right side here for Chelsea. It's going to be Christopher Nkunku passing it through to Santos. And there's a little confliction with the ball, and it's going to be a corner. Cole Palmer wins that one. Need to get used to the players on this team here because it seems like Enzo Maresca really does change this lineup every single time. I got to say, he really is shifting it around and trying to pick an optimum. He's doing a good job, I will say that. Except for that first game, Actually, no, it was the Flamengo game. The Flamengo game, I think it was the second game, was not great. It really was, it wasn't a great display from Chelsea in terms of the substitutions and stuff. Enzo Maresca has tweaked it, and now he's gone in for a very alternating lineup. How am I going to get my Manchester United shirt printed? Well, my parents can either drive me there or, because or I go by train. But again, as I said, I'd have to go there for another reason. I'm not just going on a train or something to get the Mainu shirt, of course. And now it's going to be passed back into the midfield here. Now Cucurella. So there must be a better way. Okay, I'll just do it like that, I think. Because usually I have like the live stream on the screen, then the lineup, but I wasn't able to see the lineup until, you know, switching it off there. But I think that's good now. So I can see you guys and the lineup there. Goes out the ball. It's going to be a throw in here for Chelsea. Liam Delap does win that one. Smash like for throw-ins. Cucurella takes the throw-in back to the defense there. That's going to be a little pass from Colwill over to Chalobah. Surprised that Tosin's actually not starting. I did think he would start because he was brilliant as a player in this tournament. Cucurella passes over. A little one-touch over the head from Christopher Nkunku. Now back to Nkunku. Let's see what he can do. Passes it through. Finds Enzo. There's a little touch there, and it's won by Palmeiras with the ball. And this is going to be Esteval trying to pace up the field. This is his future club that he's actually versing. Esteval, he is versing his new club that he's going to be joining after he leaves Palmeiras at the end of this tournament. I think he's joining after this tournament. I don't know. You guys will have to correct me if you're watching, you know, Chelsea consistently. And this is going to be a little cross there, just failed by Santos. And it's back with Palmeiras. And this has been paced up the field here really quickly by Victor Roque. Victor Roque being marked by Gusto. Let's see if he can cut inside. He gets past Gusto, just lobs it over, and Esteval's going to collect that one, just passing over to his teammate there. And that is now going to be Rios just passing to, I think that was, yeah, and then one touch back to Rios. Now over to try and find Esteval, and that's going to be headed away by Cucurella, and it's going to be a throw-in. Very intense game starting off right there. Very, very intense. But, you know, we'll see if both teams can, either teams can really calm this one down, because at the moment it's been, you know, a very quick game, very decisive and fast game. And this is now going to be with Fuch. Cross coming over. That finds Esteval. Poor touch. Cucurella does mark. Now it's Christopher Nkunku. Finds the ball over to Enzo. Enzo tries to pass to Liam Delap, and it's just tidied up nice and easy by Michael. There's an injury on the ground here. It looks like that Elias is on the ground with a small injury. Let's have a look here how he got injured. Yeah, Cucurella just steps on him. I'm surprised that wasn't noted when that tackle did occur there. That should have been a free kick for Palmeiras. And Elias is back up on his feet there. He's just walking over to his position. It's a goal kick, right, I think. It's a drop ball. Okay. Nice, sir. Thank you, Idra1. I appreciate it. Yeah. Just, it's my previous academy shirt. I was just wearing it for the game today, but unfortunately, don't have a Chelsea and Palmeiras shirt. I would have worn one, but I don't own one currently. And there's a long ball going to try and find, I think that was Rios, and then it's just headed clear. And it's now going to be Palmeiras just trying to find the ball and clear that back. And it is won once again by Gusto. Just pass it over to Cucurella. Cucurella, one touch with Enzo. Down the middle here for Santos, who's playing a DM position, actually. In the native lineup, it shows him as an AM on the right side, but he is playing defensive midfield in this new configured lineup that Enzo Maresca has made. Santos just passing back with Colwell. Now back to Cucurella. That was a good pass by Cucurella, honestly. And here's a chance. Chip trying to find Enzo. Header. Liam Delap runs onto it. It's just caught there. Nice and easily by Palmeiras Weverton. And now here's a run here for Palmeiras on the ball. They've got 4 in front. This ball's passed out to Esteval there. Nice and easy by Rios. Esteval, let's see what he can do with this one. He's been paced by Cucurella. He chops in, cuts, takes a shot. It's going to be a corner. What looks like for Palmeiras. I think Esteval won that. Going to have to go check that one. That's a brilliant pass by Rios just to find the way and space past Cucurella. And then Esteval, nice cut in, versing his new club. And yeah, touched out by Cucurella. Should be a corner. And the Palmeiras fans out in full force here. No thank you, Mr. Spammy Robot. Hide user on this channel. That is not where you can go to watch the match, guys. Do not go on that website. It is a scam website. Let me refresh the chat on the screen as well. The only website to watch the match, DAZN.com for free, DAZN.com. And that is caught by Robert Sanchez, that corner for Palmeiras. Let me just refresh this chat box here. Just so we don't have to see that stuff. How do I do this? There we go. Okay. And this is now going to be at the back here for Chelsea. Just a nice pass by Colwill to Cucurella. One touch back by Enzo to Colwill. And now it's going to be with Santos. And there is a possible foul one here by Chelsea. There, Santos wins it. It's initially a drop there by Nkunku, I think. And then, yeah, Santos just goes and ends up winning that one. Enzo. Chalobah. Back to Enzo. And Enzo still. Now over to Chalobah. Now it's over to Gusto. Finds Santos. Passes through. And it's now going to be Gusto coming in. Cross. Trying to find Enzo. And that is going to be something. The referee hasn't pointed for anything. I think it's a goal kick, though, judging by Enzo's expression there, saying, like, really complaining for that one. Let's have a look. Should this be in corner? Nah, that's a goal kick, Enzo. All day, every day. You kick that one straight out. In the crowd for this is Infantino. Also, I'm pretty sure that's one of the best referees ever. Just below him. Forgot his name. He's Italian, I know that. Best referee of all time. Someone drop his name down in the chat there. And this is going to be Palmeiras passing to Van der Len. And it's a throw-in-one by them. Just deflected out by Neto. And quick throw-in taken. It's going to be past to Rios. One touch back with Van der Len. And still Palmeiras trying to hold up the ball here. And it's one back by Chelsea. Chelsea now on the move here with the ball. That's a brilliant ball to find Gusto. That's brilliant. And Nkunku deflects off Enzo. And it's going to be Palmeiras on the chase there. Just winning that one. That was a nice skill by Rios. And it's going to be a free kick for Palmeiras, it looks like. There's some players here trying to get a little bit jumpy there on Liam Delap. I don't know what happened there, but Enzo really sticking up for him in that one. Just goes straight at them. Yeah, of course, classic Enzo, guys. We all know how his temper does maintain itself there. He's actually trying to push up on the players. Pierluigi Collina. Yes, that is him. Yeah. My bad. I always forget his name. All I know is you can always recognize by that face, you know. Let's have a look here what the foul was. I don't even think there was a foul there, genuinely. Yeah, they're pushing up on Delap there. Nah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Delap just goes and gives him a little bit of a shove. That is, I mean, it's a shove on the back, but let's be honest, that's very light. And this is going to be now passed out by Weverton. Now it's going to be with Michael. Michael's going to just find that through ball. It's not really well. And it's going to be with Nkunku. Pass back to Enzo. Now it's Gusto. Little one touch there with Cole Palmer. Now it's back to Gusto. Now it's with Colwill. Cucurella. Finds the ball to Santos. Santos passes with Enzo. Now it's back all the way to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer finds Cucurella. And now it's going to be with Nkunku back to Cucurella. And it's all the way back there to Colwill. And now onto this right side here. It's going to be with Gusto. Now back to Colwill. Little one-touch play there from Santos and Enzo. Chalobah. Nkunku. Neto. Nkunku. There's a cross. Trying to find any open space. And that goes straight out. It's going to be a throw in here for Chelsea. Also, my clock's behind by 1 second. There we go. Now in the defense here, Colwill. Kukurea. Colwill. Chalobah. And Chalobah is walking up the field here with the ball. Finds a through ball to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer takes the shot, and it's a goal for Chelsea. And who other than Cole? He's back on form. He's done it. 1-0 for Chelsea there against Palmeiras. And Palmeiras really need to now step up the pressure here if they want to get back into this one. You know, a 1-1 is really what they need before halftime. Now that, you know, they've conceded here. And Cole Palmer hits the cold celebration. What other than an iconic Sally. And Enzo Maresca just giving some tactical advice there to Gusto during this little break here. Chelsea fans are going wild in the crowd. I didn't see too many score predictions in the chat, guys. Go and drop them if you haven't already. Yeah, what a touch to set up that goal there. Brilliant finish by Cole Palmer as well. Look at that touch. Goes and touches it away. Nice turn, position, extra touch to take the shot. And then it's just a nice place pass into the back of the net. And that is Cole Palmer at his maximum there. That's what we like to see. Back on form. Cole is just such a delight to watch, really. And, you know, he is going to be excellent. I really hope he does get back on the form now that he's got that goal. Starts pumping them out. Because, you know, in that one season that he was really emerging from as a, you know, one of the top talents, he just looks so good. And that is going to be some nice defense by Chalobah. Just kicks it all the way down the field. Palmeiras win it back. This is going to be now Vanderlyn passing over to Elias. 3-1 Chelsea. I was actually thinking as well, 3-1 extra time. Sorry, 3-1 extra time. No, 2-1 extra time. I thought actually it would be 1-1. Then it would go to extra time, and then it would be 2-1. But I guess I'm wrong here with this early goal. I do think that maybe Chelsea will score more. So now, yeah, I'd probably agree with the 3-1, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised if Palmeiras, after the second half or after a water break, really tactically changed when they interact with the manager, you know, and get maybe a 3-2 as a final score. And here's a little break. Liam Delap running onto that one. Cole Palmer wins it back. And it's now Cole Palmer. Enzo's open for him. He takes the shot instead. He liked the curl, and it goes in, and it's going to be a corner. Chelsea corner. Cole is looking fresh in this game, I got to say. Brilliant spin on that one. And it's going to be a corner taken by... Let's see who's taking this corner. And it looks like that taking this corner is Neto. Can't really see from here. I think it's either Neto or Enzo. I think it's Enzo. Here we go. Cross coming in. It's a deep one, and it's just headed away by Palmeiras. Kukurea hits it on the volley, and it's caught by Weverton. That was a real tongue twister to say then. And it's now Cole Palmer. Just a little knee pass over to his teammate there, then bring all the way back by Robert Sanchez. Also, interesting how in my the pre-match lineup, Reece James was said to be on the field, but it looks like Santos was a last-minute addition to this game, but Santos was meant to be replaced by Reece James originally. This is now Nkunku out of the box. There's a volley shot, and just not hit with precision enough by Enzo, or maybe power, should I say. Weverton, nice catch. There we go. So, yeah, it's just too much spin. Nice, easy catch for Weverton. Not really testing him to full effect. This is now going to be Vanderlyn back to Weverton. He's got Futch on his right, and he just sends it down the field instead. And it goes and tries to be headed by Torres, however, is now with the left side here in Elias. And this is now over to Gueye. Yes, Yamal, it has been a goal already. The goal did happen, I think, like 3 or 4 minutes ago now. But yeah. This is now over to Elias. Looks like Esteval's gone on the left side, actually. Interestingly enough. He's usually a right side player. And it looks like that the offside has been called or something. I don't know. Bye, Jamal. Thank you for tuning in. And don't know what happened there. I think the ball... Oh, okay, the ball was deflated. Wondering what was that. And this goes all the way back here to the defense. It's going to be Mikael passing to Fuch. Now back to Mikael. Passes all the way back over to Weverton. Yeah, goal here is really near by Palmeiras to get some more control over this game, because Chelsea look dangerous on that attack, especially with the likes of, you know, Cole Palmer, Delap, all these guys playing, you know, in this formation. Neto's playing on the left as well now, surprisingly. Elias finds a nice through ball over to Esteval. Little trip on Esteval, but he gets up. Continue play, and it is going to be nicely and easily tackled by Colwell. Chelsea have played well for the first 20 minutes. Yeah, for sure. It looks like there's an injury here as well for, I think, Colwell. Just injured by Esteval. And yeah, it looks like Colwell just gets a little bit injured there. Yeah, just gets stood on. But in terms of playing, yeah, Palmeiras haven't been that bad. It's just that Chelsea have been better in terms of attacking and clinicality. Palmeiras have been very decent in terms of, you know, bringing this ball up the field, you know, getting some attacking pressure. They just need to find that source into the goal, probably through either Victor Roque, Esteval. Their two best options. On the bench, of course, they got the likes of Anderson. They got as well. Who else? Mauricio on the bench. Paulinho, he's very good. Paulinho did score the winner against Botafogo, so we could see him come on. And Robert Sanchez taking a free kick here for Chelsea. Here we go. Long ball by Sanchez. And is just headed away by Palmeiras. It's going to be a throw-in for Chelsea. And Cucurella will take this throw-in. Throw taken to Enzo. Enzo passes that one back, and it goes all the way back to Colwell. Now Chalobah, who seemed to be alternating sides. Colwell now on the left. He was on the right at the start. And it's given away back to Palmeiras. Now here's a chance for them. Esteval now with the ball. That was a good skill by him. Just lost too heavy of a touch. Christopher Nkunku gets this one. And passes over to the right side here. And it looks like that this is going to be powered down the field by Neto. Neto. Here we go. Crosses that one in. It's just deflected away. Wow, that was close. You're tired as well? Yes, same. It's you know, very tiring going up to watch all of these games. But of course, you know, it's part of the deal I made at the start. And why stop now, you know, when we're so close? We're only now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games away from the end. I don't know why I counted it like I was counting the bracket. But yeah. Foul there by Esteval. Looks like it's going to be a free kick here for Chelsea. Neto's skill was crazy there. Just a little send. Loves to do those step overs. But Neto really is sharp, you know. He really is going sharp. He's going to be taking this free kick with Enzo. Let's see which one's going to take this one. I really do hope that Portuguese player does score today. Because I'm sure they've got something planned. Neto, especially for this game. This is going to be now Gusto. Just pass it over to Enzo. Enzo coming into the box. Passes it in. There's a nice shot, and it's just deflected away. That was not the best of shots there. But it was, you know, decent. Chalobah could have done a little bit better. Don't know if it got deflected. I think maybe it got a little bit deflected, to be honest. And no, it didn't. It was a goal kick. Okay, so it wasn't that great. This is going to be Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn pass it to Victor Roque, just trying to hold up some pressure on Chalobah, and he just sends that one all the way back to Colwell. Colwell to Cucurella. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content, a sub would be hugely appreciated, and a like, of course. Really do appreciate everyone who does that. But otherwise, yeah, back to this game here. This is going to be Chalobah. And that is a failed cross by Chalobah. It's going to be one back by Palmeiras. And there is an extra ball on the field, so that's probably going to have to be cleared first. I don't know why the referee hasn't stopped the game for that. And it looks like he's just stopped it now for absolutely no reason. He didn't stop it when it first occurred there. Weverton's also on the ground as well. Extra time winner by Chelsea when these two teams met. No, I do not remember. I will have to refresh myself right now. Versus Palmeiras. Extra time winner. Let's have a see. Was it the UAE FIFA Club World Cup UAE 2021? I don't think I watched the last edition of this tournament, so that's probably why I didn't get it. I just watched Real Madrid's games. This is the first time I've really watched every game, so yeah, you can let me know what game it is, Nelson. I'll go and watch it, for sure. Ball knowledge lacking there. Yeah, that is the goal there again. Cole Palmer just nicely sends Mikel and Fuchs just to the side, then taps it past Weverton. Not the nicest defending there, but it was still okay. The goal was brilliant finish. Then the iconic Selly. And that is going to be a little bit of the end of the water break there. I'm going to actually get water myself at halftime. I got to say, so thirsty. After that dog walk with Speedy, I didn't get any water. So, yeah, for sure, halftime I'll get some. And it's going to be now a throw-in here for Palmeiras, or is it a drop ball? Don't know why it's not a throw-in, to be honest. Because the referee should have really called. As soon as the other ball was left on the field, he should have called. But yeah, it's a drop ball. And it's going back to Weverton there. And Weverton sends that one long. Just touched up. And it's going to be back to Chelsea there. Neto wins it. Tries to get through. And Palmeiras tidily defend that one. It's going to be a throw-in for Palmeiras. And it's now going to be Vanderlyn taking. Vanderlyn takes that one softly, is kicked down the field, and it's going to be a throw for Chelsea. Complete waste of possession there from Palmeiras. Not great. Yeah, it was the UAE one. Okay, yeah. They've got the full match on YouTube, which is actually surprising. So I might actually take a look at that one, Nelson. Thank you for letting me know about that. I did not know the last time these teams met in UAE. Yeah, fine. It was the final, the full match. Okay, yeah. I don't think I watched the tournament at that time. Just because back then it wasn't really, advertised as such, I think I had my finals for... Yeah, I think I had my finals for GCSE then as well, so I wouldn't have watched it during GCSE finals. But yeah, since this one's after the A-level finals, I've watched this. And that is going to be a free kick there for Alon. Just one. So a bit of argument there between Delap and the players again. He's really getting into it here. And yeah, Alon just going on the ground there. Wasn't the best of tackles from Delap. Really was, just sent him to the floor. Yeah, Delap a bit of a stirrer, I gotta say. He really is stirring the emotions with these guys. I'm really surprised. I thought he was the more quiet type. No, Delap is the one that's stirring up the trouble here. That was brilliant defense as well, by the way, from Gusto. It's going to be a throw-in, however. And this is going to be taken to Cucurella. Colwell. Now it's back to Chalobah. Colwell. Cucurella. 30 minutes into this tournament, this game as well. And let's see what Colwell does. Just draws the defense out. Cucurella. Pass it forward to Enzo. That was a bit of a risky move. This one a free kick, however. That was risky, drawing the defense that close. Bringing the attack that close to the defense and drawing out, these players to press. Free kick, however. Nice shield from Enzo. Now it's back with Cucurella. Colwell. Back to Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez gives a little tip over, and it's now with Cole Palmer. He's being heavily tackled there, and it's going to be a free kick there for Chelsea. It's like his leg was being hacked at there, really. And it's now going to be Colwell taking this free kick. Little pass over to the side there. It's now with Neto. Now back to Chalobah. Colwell. Cucurella. I feel like this defense for Chelsea has had the most touches of the ball by far. Genuinely, they've got the ball for like 80% of this game. Little pass by Santos over to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer gives a flick on. Liam Delap runs for it, and it's going to be caught by Weverton. And Weverton is going to distribute this probably. He just drops it on the ground. Probably going to distribute long. Yeah, he does. And trying to target there for Victor Roque. And it is going to be won back by Chelsea easily. Chalobah. It's now with Enzo. Enzo finding Neto on the right. Neto finds a through ball. That was a brilliant one. Cole Palmer trying to find Liam Delap. It's going to be a corner. That was an amazing through ball there, I got to say. Neto is so sharp with those. Look at that brilliant vision there from Neto. And Cole Palmer tries to find Liam Delap there, who was onside by the ball. And then, yeah, just doesn't. And let's see, it's going to be Enzo taking this free kick, this corner most likely. And it's a short corner played. Cross coming in. It was a low cross there. Not the best of crosses, but back by Enzo. Cross coming in again. Cleared by Palmeiras. Cucurella now wins it. It's now over to the side here. Colwell. Neto. That was a good skill by Neto. He still has it. Now it's Cucurella. Cucurella over to find Chalobah. Now it's with Cucurella. Colwell finds a through ball there. And it's with Delap. Now it's over to Enzo. Enzo cuts over to Nkunku. Now back to Enzo. Cross. Received by... Who was that? I think it was Gusto. And now it's Gusto with Cole Palmer. 1-2 between them. Gusto finds a through ball. Finds Delap. Delap holding up some pressure. And Cole Palmer wins it back. He passes over. There's a simple shot. And it's absolutely fluked there by Nkunku. What the heck was that? The Chelsea fans are laughing because that one should have been plated nicely. That was a complete fluke shot there. That was not great. That was a good pass over Cole Palmer. Should have been taking time there from Nkunku. Should have really gone near post curler, bottom corner. But no, he goes and does that. Absolute fluke. Don't think Maresca was that happy about that shot. And now it's going to be with Weverton. Pass back by Gueye. Weverton, let's see what he will do. Passes over to Gueye. Dear Nkunku. Yes, exactly. What is bro doing? Esteval gives a through ball. And it's going to be tied up by Colwell. Just launched down the field. Due to being under pressure. Palmeiras do try and win this one back. It's just won by Enzo. It's going to be a free kick, however, for Palmeiras. And it looks like that Enzo wasn't too happy about that. Esteval. Just winning it, and it's going to be a free kick on Esteval there. Palmer Neto connection is working well. Yes, it is. I'm really pleased to see that as well. Neto is actually, playing well because I could see as well Cancelo, Ruben Neves were not playing at their best. Ruben Neves playing slightly better than Cancelo, but Cancelo is not taking that well. But Neto seems to be fine, separating the professionality from, personal, and really is, great to see from him how he can do that and be so, mature about it. And it's really, honestly, it must be so tragic for him to think, but I really hope he gets a goal out of this, because his performance has really been on point. I don't think I could do that myself if that happened to me, Play, the next day. This is technically still the next day for these guys. For us, it's like 2 days later, but next day here. There's also fireworks going off currently. So maybe that's why I think they might be pausing the game. I don't know. I think they are. Is July 4th. So anyone who is celebrating, happy July 4th. But yeah, okay, we've got another bot spamming on here. Do not go on that channel, guys. It is a scam channel. They will try and take your money. And yeah, I swear, the only place you can watch that is on DAZN.com. Do not go on the scam channel. We're getting a lot of bots today. I'm very surprised by that. And here I'll show you. I'll even write the proper channel. For anyone who is interested to watch, DAZN.com. Free. Completely free. Use your Google account. Sign in. Completely free to watch these games. And there's a chance by Palmeiras. Don't know how that wasn't finished. Oh my goodness. That was insane. It was offside, but wow. That should have been a finished chance there. Wow. Really surprised by that. Yeah, and happy 4th of July, everyone who is celebrating. Hope you guys had a nice day. For me, it's already the next day. It's July 5th, but yeah, for everyone that was having 4th of July, hope everyone had a good day. And that cross was brilliant. How that was not finished there by, Elias or Torres will be down to being out of discovery for me. Oh, I'm so tired. My goodness. Chalobah. Colwell. Cucurella. Long ball. Headed away by Palmeiras. And that is going to be... This is the first time you've seen bots in the chat. Yeah. They've been here before. I think the first time I ever got bots was on the Nations League final, Portugal versus Spain. I got a ton of bots on that one. Oh, also the Champions League final I got as well. Yeah, it's mainly for the big games where lots of people are more interested. They won't do it for smaller games. It's the same company's bots as well. Like, both are by the same group. So whenever the bot is blocked from the channel, they just make a new account and then come back on here. So that's why it takes them a little bit to come back. So hopefully they've given up now. They usually take one attempt to give up, but that's surprising. 2 attempts. Wow. Palmeiras in the box. And that is cleaned up. It's going to be a free kick here for Chelsea. It should be. No. Play on. Wow. Okay. Well, it's given away by Palmeiras anyway. Enzo. Cole Palmer. Good skill. Palmer trying to find Neto. And that's going to be a free kick there for Chelsea. Also, I want to see who this referee is, by the way. I swear this is that ref. Yes, I swear it's him. The one that did the Real Madrid red card. Let me check. Who was that ref in that game against Pachuca? No. I just checked, guys. So the referee that did the game against Pachuca, who gave the red card against Asensio, Ramon Abati, he is refereeing Real Madrid's next game, which is today, or tomorrow for some of you guys, against Dortmund. Why is that guy allowed to ref the Real Madrid game again? Like, what is that? Disgraceful referee he was. Honestly, some of these refs have been terrible in this tournament. Not just like Real Madrid, as a Real Madrid fan saying that. Genuinely, for some of these games, watching every game, there have been very bad referee calls in this tourney. And I'm surprised that some of these guys are still actually refereeing. Liam Delap tries to get to the end of that one. And, oh, that was a very, very bad slide tackle there. I don't know who did that one. That was not great. There should be a yellow card coming out here. Yeah, that was not great at all by Gusto. I know, he's doing a Madrid game again, that referee. That is insane. How he's allowed to do that with that such a controversial, a decision. That was no check on the VAR either. Like, I understand if you gave it after checking on the VAR, but he didn't even check. That is crazy. Gusto got a yellow card. There we go. And is going to be a free kicker for Palmeiras because no advantage was given. Long ball. And it's absolutely wasted. Cucurella wins it. 4 minutes until extra time is presented. It'll probably be about 2 minutes additional, I would assume. Infantino does not want Madrid in the final, let alone win it. So you will do everything in his power to screw Madrid. Exactly. It's really just, it's unfortunate to see, referees of that quality refereeing some of these games. Not even, genuinely feel sorry for some of these teams as well. They've had to deal with such poor referees. Like, I mean, just get a decent set of refs that aren't going to be biased like that. Like, that guy was, oh my goodness, wow. Very close chance by Vanderlyn. Almost scores. That was a brilliant setup by Palmeiras. Now it's a Chelsea counter-attack. It's a 7v5. I don't know how Chelsea brings all their attackers up that quick. And it's now going to be with Gusto. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer finds over to the side there. It's now going to be Nkunku. Hopefully he doesn't make it as bad a shot as before. Enzo taps back to Cucurella. Enzo. Now with Santos. And now it's going to be with Cole Palmer again. Now Chalobah. Colwell. Chalobah again. And it's now going to be back to the defense is literally not even given the ball away too much, to be honest. Like, they've holding up the ball most of the play. Smash light for defense. But yeah, literally these guys just holding up the defense all the time. Welcome back, Cash and Nick. I hope you're doing well. And about 2 minutes until the halftime will be revealed. I think 4 minutes in total. There'll be of half remaining. That was a brilliant shot by that player. Vanderlyn. My brain's not processing stuff at the moment for some reason. Cucurella does a throw in. Delap held. Going to be a free kick for Palmeiras. Somehow Delap being held equals a free kick for Palmeiras. Okay. For sure. And this is going to be now with Palmeiras again. As a German, you feel hurt deep inside. Every time I hear the name of the handball player from... Oh, yes. I watched that game, Time Trouble, and I was wearing the German shirt. I got the German national team shirt for that year. I was supporting my boy Tony for his final couple of games. And that guy, sorry, Chelsea fans, that guy really actually as well does. I do not like him. Like, as a professional, commentating neutrally, I'll be fine with him. I'll commentate neutrally. I'll see what he does right and wrong, all that sort of stuff. But, personal feelings, I don't like him, to be honest. That everyone can have their own personal opinion. You can love him. You can hate him. I really think Germany was robbed in that game of the pen. But anyway, enough said. That was ages ago now, the Euros. But, yeah. Sorry, Chelsea fans. I'm sure you love Cucurella because he is, the big troublemaker man on Chelsea. Looks like, Delap as well is starting to go in that direction, I gotta say. Tung 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 sahur. Not brain rot. I swear everyone, got brain rot or something. Chalobah. Colwell. Cucurella. Tralalelo, tralala. Okay. Nkunku. Dive. It's one back. Cucurella. Dive. One back again. Palmeiras. Esteval kicks it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Palmeiras. And I still think Chelsea can hold a secure draw here until, the halftime is over. Why they made Italian brain rot? Someone decided to make it and then it got popular. That's how it works, unfortunately, on the internet. Someone can make anything and then it just gets popular and then suddenly everyone's talking about it. And Gueye does win a throw-in here for Palmeiras. There's going to be 2 minutes additional time. And it's all the way back to Weverton. So yeah, Palmeiras, if they want to, have a better chance, scoring before halftime would be optimum, with this time remaining. But at the moment, as it stands, really, they have to really press for this one. There's a very good cross. It is cleared away by, I think that was Enzo clearing that one away, and Colwell just clears away then again a second time. Esteval. They at least need ISO... Wait, who needs ISO speed? What? Oh yeah, Guillet's taking the throw in here. On the teams, I don't think ISO speed would be a great fit on any team, to be honest. Bro's got like 1 ball skills. And this is back to Weverton. And there's Palmeiras fans in the crowd there, upset. Their team isn't doing that great, but they're doing okay. Oh, that's an underestimation. They are doing okay. Oh, you mean ISO speed is okay? Yeah, ISO speed's okay. He's not good at football, but he's okay. Bro is not good at football at all. And the Palmeiras fans always putting up a chant, like this constantly. Or there's this one. There's the drums. There's the dancing. There's this one as well. Really big respect to the Brazilian fans in the crowds here. Fluminense are going through, so I'd love to see more Brazilian games. Palmeiras don't make it through. Hopefully Fluminense can do it because they're looking real good. There's also a yellow card coming out here for someone. What's my favorite movie? I don't really have a favorite movie, if I'm going to be honest. I just like watching anything, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Delap just gets a yellow card here. Did that for absolutely no reason. Delap is getting his anger on board. He's missing next match. Delap, you have really kind of messed up Chelsea a little bit. Bro swore at the referee too. When Jude swore at the ref, he got a red card. Delap maybe should have got a red card there, but he's letting his anger loose. I think he should just calm down a little bit. You are winning 1-0. It's not that bad. It's halftime now as well. I really like you, Delap, but you got to let the anger chill a little bit because you are, I really liked you coming onto the team. I thought you should be in starter every time. Now we're going to have to see Nicholas. Nicholas can't finish for his life playing next game. Unfortunately, if Chelsea still stay in this. But yeah, that was the first half. Honestly, an enjoyable first half. Bro needs to chill, exactly. Honestly, enjoyable first half, though, I got to say. Stat-wise, Palmeiras, 29% possession, 0 shots on target, 5 fouls, 0 yellow cards, 0 red cards, 2 corners, 2 offsides. For Chelsea, 71% ball possession, 4 shots, 2 on target, 5 fouls committed, 2 yellow cards, 0 reds, 3 corners, 0 offsides. Delap woke up and chose violence today. Yeah, Delap was like, no, I'm taking none of the Brazilian and, South American diving that we saw in this tourney. He's just going to go straight up and start injuring them now on purpose to make them actually dive. Yeah, Delap are going crazy in this game. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to get a little drink because I'm very thirsty. It is 5 a.m. for me. Drop the rest of your predictions in the chat if you guys haven't done already. Yeah, Delap for sure wants to fight. I don't know what he's doing. He's missing next match. So he already has kind of fumbled them up now because they are going to have to play Nicholas Jackson next match, which is not a good idea. Unless, of course, they play Cole Palmer as a striker. Then maybe you could do that. Cole Palmer, Madueke, and Neto. Also, Neto may be striker as well. But anyway, I'll see you guys in about 10, 15 minutes. No, 10, 12 minutes. Okay, bye, guys. BRB. And W's in the chat, too, I forgot to say. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry for the slightly longer delay. I was just having a bit of a snack, also drink. Also, just drink a little bit more. But yeah, we are back. It's halftime is over. They're showing a little bit of fireworks as well on the screen, which is great. Love to see it. And we're going to be back watching this game. So there we go. It took a little bit of a second to load up that. But we are back. Palmeiras players are coming on. Chelsea players already came on. And we're just waiting to see what substitutions have occurred. I do expect, of course, Chelsea, I think, to have made a sub. I would expect. Let's wait and see. Delap is talking and Palmer are talking to the referee. Yeah, second half nearly underway, which is good. Delap saying to the referee that it was nothing much, really. But I don't know what the referee said there to make him laugh, but he thinks it's all. I think it's all cool now between them. Yeah, this is Fagani. What other refs did? What other games did this guy referee? I swear he's refed another controversial game. Let me have a look. What else did you referee? Let's check. Did you referee? No, you didn't referee that one. Did you ref Halal versus Pachuca? No. I swear you refed a game in the round of 16 that was controversial. Which one was that? Was that Real versus Juventus? No, that wasn't. That was maybe PSG versus... No. I'm going to see what other games this guy refed. Michael Oliver, Flamengo versus Bayern. Dortmund versus Monterrey, maybe. No. This game, the half is underway, though, guys. There we go. Love to see it. Hopefully, we can get something happening here. While I go check what games this guy's refereed, because I swear he's refereed another game here. That was controversial. Still haven't found it. Did he ref any in the round? I don't think he refed a round of 16 game, unless it was... No, he hasn't. He hasn't refed a round of 16 game. That's interesting. Okay. What games did he ref in the group stage then? Did he ref, I don't know. I don't know. You guys have to tell me what the games this guy's refereed. I swear he's ref something important here. Goal kick for Chelsea. Let's have a look at that free kick. Yeah, just sent. Touched offside. Goal kick for Chelsea. Cucurella is now with the ball on the left. Foul by... on Liam Delap, should I say. Not by Liam Delap. On Liam Delap by Fuch. Let's have a look. Yeah, he just elbows him in the back there. Liam Delap ready for fight mode. Today, we can tell he's going to be starting to cause a little bit of trouble between the players. I feel like that's what he's doing here. So we'll have to see what he's going to do. I don't think there'll be a red card. I think there'll just be more yellows. Palmeiras continue with the same lineup. Weverton, Vanderlen, Michael, Bruno Fuch, Gueye, Alan, Torre, Martinez, and Rios, and Victor Roth, and Estevao. Now, for Chelsea, they still run the same lineup as well. They've got Robert Sanchez as the goalkeeper, Cucurella, Colwill, Chalobah, and Gusto as the defense. And that is lobbed in nicely there by Pedro Neto. I got to say, he's very good today. There's a little bit of a clash in the back. Neto just giving away. And it's now a run on the ball. All the way back to the goalkeeper there, Robert Sanchez. Cucurella, Colwill, Chalobah, and Gusto at the back, as I was saying. Andre Santos is the DM, the pivot. Then we have Bruno Fernandes and... Enzo Fernandez. What am I saying? That's why, guys, never stay up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Never stay up at 4 a.m. in the morning because you get this stuff. Enzo Fernandez, Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Delap, and Neto. That is disgraceful from me. What the heck am I saying? Stupid Bruno Fernandes. He's not even playing this game. Absolute bot saying that. I swear, this is the ref I've seen, though. This the ref. Aha, yes, that's where I remember him from. Yes, Nelson, I remember you. The reason you said that is because this is the ref for the Kawasaki game where Duran missed 2 sitters, yeah. Yeah, that was the one I was telling you guys about. Arireza Fagani. That's where I saw him. Brain is cooked, yeah. But yeah, good reminder there, Nelson. And Sanchez now trying to defend this corner from Palmeiras. Interesting, no subs occurred, though. I would have expected Paulinho maybe to come on. He'll probably come on 60th. There's a free kick here for Palmeiras. Let's see if they can cross this one in. Cross. And caught by Sanchez. That was a good catch. Nice, easy. What's this see? He just jumps up and grabs it. There's no real trouble for him. Goes and collects that one with no issues. Long ball out to Enzo. Now onto the left side here is going to be with Nkunku back to Kukurea. Hold up by Enzo. And now it's Delap doing the same. And the ball is lost back with Palmer. Now let's see if Palmeiras can do anything. Pass there by... What is going on? Santos just walks up to Rios and goes and just pushes him straight in the back. He doesn't even have the ball. This is now going to be with Vanderlyn. Rios now with Martinez. Rios cleared by Chelsea. And now it's going to be back in the defense there. It's going to be now Fuch. Fuch passes over. Looks like there's going to be a free kick here for Alon. Just winning it. And it's just awarded there because of Kukurea's foul. Yeah, just brings him down. His boot actually comes off there, Alon. Very rough from Kukurea. No mercy from him. See the player put their boot back on. A lot of shoving going on in the box there. The referee's going to have to try and calm them down. They're looking very vicious at each other, these two teams. I'm very surprised. I didn't think they'd be that vicious at each other, Chelsea and Palmeiras, but they're going at it. They really are. They're going straight at it. Colwell's just being told off here. Let's see what he did. Okay, yeah, he just completely shoved someone for absolutely no reason. Was hoping for a Brazilian semi, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, at the moment, it's not really happening, Kazuma. Yeah, I was also sort of hoping for one a little bit. I do think Chelsea are going to get this done, though. Palmeiras just don't seem to be able to finish. They've not had a shot, I think, on target, besides one shot in like the first half. It wasn't on target, though, unfortunately. Esteval fails the Maradona spin. It's going to be a goal kick. Robert Sanchez dribbling this one out. Now over to Chalobah. Long ball. Reaches Delap. Chests it back to Palmeiras. Delap is having some heavy pressure there from Mikel. Now it's on the right side here for Esteval. Esteval trying to send Kukurea. Doesn't. Goes back to Palmeiras. Now it's over with Rios. Rios cross deflected. And it's going to be back here again. Palmeiras with the ball once more. Rios crosses that one in. Finds Esteval in the box. Esteval takes a shot and it's a goal. Oh my goodness. What a goal. Esteval scores an absolute banger. And it's a goal somehow from the impossible angle. The guy that's going to Chelsea scores against them. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. What a goal by Esteval. Oh my goodness. There are no words for that one. He just scored an absolute rocket against them from the impossible angle. His team that he's joining. Let's have a look on the replay here at this absolute insanity of a goal. That is brilliant. Let's have a look here. So Rios just brings this one forward. It's a nice little cut in. Esteval wins it, takes it from the impossible angle, hits the crossbar, and it goes in. Wow. That might be goal of the tournament. That actually might be goal of the tournament. That is crazy. You spoke too soon, Kazuma. The jinx took that one there. And yeah, that is a goal of the highest quality. That is the goal of the tournament right there. That is insane. Chelsea hasn't learned the lesson from Flamengo game after halftime. Exactly. It's all about relaxing after halftime. That's what Chelsea kind of did against Flamengo. They sort of dropped the pressure. They kept losing balls, and this is what happened. Palmeiras now, going on top of it and getting that absolute banger from Esteval. He's going to be a big addition to Chelsea. That's all Chelsea fans can say about that goal. He is going to be a big addition, And Liam Delap has been subbed off. His anger was getting to him. Noni Madueke is coming on. And Nkunku's also come off here. Yao Pedro is come on in his place. Is Yao Pedro... Wait a minute. Just want to check something here. Just want to check what games my guys played. Yao Pedro. Let's have a look. Yao Pedro. And let's see. You played with Brighton. Yeah, this is your first game. This is his debut for Chelsea, I think. Yeah, I think this is his debut here. Yao Pedro. First game, and it's for Chelsea. Let's see if he's any good. Just coming from Brighton, Hove Albion. I think he signed a couple of days ago, so he's already, in the team playing. Very interesting how he made the bench straight away, That is a very bad foul by... Don't know who did that. That's Martinez there. That's not a great foul by Palmeiras Martinez. Nice little tackle there from Chelsea. It is one back by Palmeiras, however. Yeah, let's see what quality Yao Pedro can bring to this Chelsea side. A little pressure going up from him. Yeah, debut for Pedro. Yeah, just went and checked. I was sure he wasn't on the team before, but yeah, he is. Now just made it. And assuming Madrid beats Dortmund, who would be a better opponent in semis? I honestly think Madrid have a chance now. I've been contemplating it. I think that Madrid under Xabi Alonso just looks so good. They look really good. Not wanting to jinx it myself there, but it just seems like they have some sort of connection with him. It's really good football they're playing. The first game wasn't the best against Halal, but of course they were a strong opponent. And then the next two games, Pachuca, Salzburg, they played brilliant against. They broke down Pachuca's Salzburg's parked the bus very well. Corner for Chelsea, won by Madueke. He's a clever, skillful attacker. Yeah, and hopefully we can see some good stuff for him in this season for Chelsea. Of course, I'll be trying to stream as many, different Premier League games as possible so we can always catch up on these new signings that have occurred. I'd love to keep a catalogue of games on this channel. It'll be really an interesting one. Leading up to the World Cup, of course. And cross coming in from Chelsea. And there's a little bit of a collision in the box for the headers. And it's just sent to the back post. It's now going to be Yao Pedro. There's a little flick on. Madueke doesn't get to the end of that. Now Cole Palmer, who's been so good in this game. Cole Palmer over to the left. Gusto. Neto. Neto sends once. Passes back to Enzo. Enzo might flick this one over, I think. No, he just passes that back. Cucurella. Neto. Let's see what Neto does now. Wonder if Trent will switch to midfield once Carvajal. I do think so. Carvajal should be back for the next game against Dortmund. I think that Carvajal will play right back. Trent will play wing back. So he'll come back sometimes into right back, but he'll play maybe more upfield. That's what I do think is going to be the case. I also think it'll be the case for both sides. Here, I'll give you a formation. I'll tell you, this is the formation I think that Madrid will play. It's the formation of the Al-Ahly team against Porto. Al-Ahly, Egypt. They played this formation. It's a, what's it called? 4-2-3-1 formation. I think that's a brilliant formation for us. Actually, was it 4-2? No, I think it was one of their other games. They played this really nice looking formation, I swear. It was a really good one. Yeah, this one. This one. I'll put it in the chat. 4-3-1-2. That. Yep. And you have the full defense. You have, of course, Fran Garcia in the left back. You have Rudiger, you have Højdensen, and you have Carvajal. Then the midfield part, you got Trent on the right side. You have in the middle, you know, maybe Chilmani. Camavinga can alternate into there. There's a couple of different options for that. And then on the left side, you can have, of course, Valverde, Ardagula. You can have any one of those players, really. Then in the AM position, you can play Jude. You know, right centre forward, you play, you know, either you can play Ardagula there, you can play Gonzalo Garcia, you can play, you know, Endrick, you can play Vini, Rodrigo, Mbappe, and then on the other side, you play the same set. You know, either all of those players. I do think that is a brilliant formation, to be honest, though, for, you know, defensive-wise, but also attacking-wise. I do think it's great because it gives a lot of free-flowing movement, really, on the ball. Yeah, but that was the Palmeiras versus Olali game where Olali used that 4-3-1-2 formation. And I saw it under effect there. I did think it was a nice overlapping formation that, you know, Carvajal and Trent would work well in together. It's going to be now the ball for Rios. Just with the throw in. Just takes it nice and short. And there's a weird thing happening here. I don't know what's happening. The player's holding the ball. There's a lot of brutality going on here between the players. It's actually a very aggressive game, I got to say. Let's see what happened here. Cole Palmer and... Is that Rios? Yeah, Cole going at him there to try and get the ball out. That should have been a foul, though. Rios just dives on the ball. Like, you're not allowed to do that. You didn't get fouled, so... You can't dive straight and hold on to the ball, let's be honest. Chalobah. Bringing this one forward with some pace. Neto. And it's all the way back here to Colwell. Cucurella. Colwell again. And now it's back with Chalobah. Chalobah to Neto. Neto finds a long ball over. And it's just headed clear. But it's one back there by Gusto. Now it's going to be with Neto. That was a weak pass from Neto, honestly. Now it's back with the Palmeiras players going forward. And this is a very good chance of Palmeiras, honestly. And it's an easy defense there by Chelsea. Just an easy defense. Santos cleans that one up pretty nicely. Back to Cole Palmer. Cucurella. And now it's with Madueke. Madueke, very good play through the box there, Madueke. It's going to be a corner. He sets that one up pretty nicely for himself to run in. And then, yeah, just the corner one there. Does a nice little two-touch. Hits the ball off. Corner. And let's see who's taking this. Enzo should be... Neto's going to take this corner, it looks like. Yeah, Neto's taking. Enzo's in the box. 61st minute, we should see a Palmeiras substitution. I'm assuming the first one will be Paulinho coming on for Victor Roque. And this is going to be Neto getting ready to cross. Cross coming in. Deep, headed away. It's going to be one hit on the volley. And it is going to be back here. Santos hits it on the volley. Asks for a handball. No handball given. Enzo. Cross coming in. Hits off a lot of players there. There's a little struggle in the box with the ball there. João Pedro trying to win that. There's a little deflection off. It's going to be a corner. What made me a Madrid fan? Well, first of all, I just like the gameplay style. It's not about trophies, okay? Not about trophies. Let's get that clear first of all, okay? Because I've supported them through, you know, the full brunt of it. Seriously, no game today? Wait, what do you mean, Zeta? No game today. I played a game today. That's a cross coming in. But yeah, it's about their play style. I love watching counter-attacking football. I really enjoy it. I love the players on the team. You know, Cristiano used to play there. He's one of my favorite players ever. I love him. I love their, you know, some of their midfielders. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Zidane. Game says one a day ago. It was literally, you know, Zeta, right now it's 5 a.m. for me right now, right? I was awake for the whole night watching this game. It's not a day ago. It's less than a day ago. It's like, how long? I can tell you exactly how long. It was... Let's see. here. It was 3 hours ago. Or 4 hours ago, should I say. Wait, how long? 4 hours? No. Let's see. 4th of June, 1753. That's when I played. 7 Ways to Die, yeah. And then there was also this game, which was I Fixed Manchester United Soccer Manager 2025. Yeah, the game is live now. No, Zet is asking about any video games I played. Kazuma, yeah. But yeah, this game is live now, should I say. But yeah, that's why I like Madrid. And then, obviously, been watching them now for a very long time. Why do I change teams now? I wouldn't. So, you know, you stick with your team through thick and thin. There's been a lot of thick moments. There's been a lot of thin moments. So, it's really just an enjoyable team to watch. And I love watching them grow. And this is now Madueke crossing it in. They're really the only team I support by Al Nassr, of course. Al Nassr I support as well. Been watching them for 4 years. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the game. There is a game on now. Yes, for sure. But yeah, Al Nassr the only other team I support. And then I watch football in general for any teams, really. I don't care what team it is. I just watch any. Except for Barcelona. Of course, I will not watch them. Barca. And now it's back to Robert Sanchez. Just plays it out nicely to João Pedro. Santos. Okay, I thought that was a click noise there, Speedy. Cucurella. And now back to Colwill. And Colwill. When I actually first started supporting Real Madrid, I actually didn't know that much about football at all, really, to be honest. I just started watching a game. They were on at that time. I really just enjoyed watching them. Because, you know, in Australia, you don't watch football at all. So I had zero clue on any teams. The only team I knew before I started watching football was Manchester United. That was the only team I knew. But yeah. I started watching Real Madrid. They were the first team I watched. And they will be the last team I watch. That was a poor shot there from João Pedro. Wasn't the best. So tired. Hope this game doesn't go to extra time. Hopefully it doesn't. 65th minute. It's 1-1. There should be a winner. I'm really thinking this is going to be a 2-1 actually now. To be honest. Some of you not to mention your dad, brother, or Barca Messi fan. So it's a hellhole. Oh no. Yeah, that is not great, Kazuma, you know. Having that situation. Also, substitution. Palmeiras, Torres, and Alon have come off. And on have come. I think that's Paulinho, right? Yeah, Paulinho's come on. He's scored a winner before. And Mauricio's also come on here. But yeah, luckily my family all support Real now because of me. And my brother. We started watching them together from the very beginning. And now we all support. So that's good. And of course, since Cristiano lives where I live, I just picked his club. Because, let's be honest, I love to watch Cristiano's play. And him getting, you know, Mane as well, one of my other favourite players. It's just really good. And Paulinho. You guys can ask me more questions about my football experience. It's full good. I'll keep commentating, though, if you don't want any. And it's now Victor Roque. Just, by the way, Victor Roque, I really thought should have come off there. Surprised that they chose to sub off Elias and Torres. I really thought that Roque should have come off, maybe. Who was the other players that I did think were not doing that great? Roque, and Mikel was not doing that great. Martinez was not doing that great either. Alon was doing decent. I don't know why he got subbed off again. Also, for some reason, they call him Facundo Torres on the commentation piece, where he's actually called Alon on here. I'm guessing Alon's maybe a nickname, though. And this is going to be now Chelsea. Madueke, he just shows so much quality. Madueke, when he comes on, he should really be starting some of these games. Here we go. A little skill in from João Pedro. There's a shot back, and it's going to be a goal kick. That was a good play from João Pedro. I got to say, he actually did a good job getting through the box there. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, so does that initial play there. Does a little dud, 2 duds, third one, and then back. Which Cristiano would have come to Miami. It's hard to root for your home team when it's a Barca team. Nah, I want Cristiano to stay here. I know it would be great to as well, play with Messi, but I want Cristiano to stay here so I can watch him. Nah, I'm being selfish though. Um, yeah, the main reason I like is because has improved the league's visibility significantly, and it's really is enjoy now to watch this league. Because this league actually provides a lot of quality. Paulinho. There was some rumors Messi joining Al Nassr, but I don't think he is. I think he extended his contract with Inter Miami. So yeah, Inter Miami need to get some La Liga 2 players and stuff like that. I feel like they need to get some. They need to get some La Liga players that aren't that well known, some youngsters to develop. Because right now they really heavily rely on these older players too much, I feel. Because their young talent that they're developing, of course, isn't the best, I feel like, to develop. And this now goes out to the back here. It's now going to be with the ball, Vanderlyn. And headed out by Pedro. It's going to be thrown for Palmeiras. And that is going to be taken probably by Vanderlyn. It looks like, yeah, I've just taken all the way back here to Mikel Fuch. Honestly think the Saudi League is better than MLS, and Al Hilal proved that against City. Yeah, and then I know people say as well, it's one team, whatever. But to be honest, everyone who says that, and I mean everyone who says that, has not watched a single league game of the league. And I promise you, it's more balanced than people think. You've got teams up until I feel about 9th or 10th place that are competing, for the top. Of course, in every league, you got bad teams. You got, the Premier League, you got 3 teams coming up and getting relegated every season. Let's be honest. And League One, same thing, not great. But the league is more balanced than people think. And I really hope they can continue to get players for all the teams to develop it even more balanced. So, I can name nearly every team in the league, to be honest, as well. So, if you want to know about it anyway, I can say. And now it goes out to the left side here. Paulinho finds a through ball. Here's a very good chance. That is just going to be missed. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Colwell with a brilliant save there. It's going to be a corner. That was close. I will say that. Wow. Little pass over to Paulinho on the left side. Just finds the through ball. I think it was offside. But it might stay as a corner here. I don't think they're going to shift that up. But yeah, then that little pass over. Brilliant quality from Rios. And then Roque just doesn't reach it. And this is going to be Esteval now giving the corner. Here we go. Let's see if Esteval can assist a goal. Because he has scored one. Let's see if he can assist one against his new club that he's going to join. Cross coming in from Esteval. It's a deep lying run, and that is going to be collected up by Palmeiras in a haste. Some pressure from Chelsea, and it's passed all the way back to Weverton. Please don't end in extra time, please, because I want to go to sleep so bad. That one league argument, look at PSG being the best of the best, and if the Premier League is so good, why is it the same top 4 year after year? That's what I'm saying. It's really not a great argument, and it's... you can even say the same for MLS. It's like you can't bag because Miami lost that the whole league's trash. But of course, it is about league development, and that's why I'm saying every league's got dominant sides. You're never going to see in Prem. It's so unlikely to see, a new league. Burnley, for example, or Sunderland. They've just got promoted. You're not going to see them get to first place. Let's be honest. They could. It's like a 1% chance, but. You're not going to really see that. You're going to see, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, all at the top again, as per usual. United, a very fluctuant team, so you can never expect them. When they're back on form, it used to just be them on top, let's be honest. But yeah, you can't use that argument saying it's just one team, because, Hilal didn't even win the league this season. They even win a trophy. And that's a cross by Madueke. It just goes outside, corner. Deflected away by Fuch. I'm still wearing the rival shirt, by the way. I'm never wearing the Hilal shirt again, just so you know. Yeah, Leicester, a rare occasion. That's a testament to football, though. That's a testament to the coaching, though. That coaching was insane for Leicester, getting those players, N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez, you know, Drinkwater, you had Jamie Vardy, you had so many players on that team just being, you know, at an all-time high on how good they were. It really was probably the best set of players to come together that were, you know, relatively unknown before. You know, you never heard of Riyad Mahrez or Kante before that, and then they join Leicester and do that absolute specialty. And there's a little back pass. Cucurella takes the shot. Again, another rocket. Hit them low, guys. Hit them low. Just push them down like that and stick. Hit the ball at the top of the ball, not at the bottom. Should know that. Professionals. That was offside, I think, as well. Yeah, it was offside. Okay. Cucurella. Again, it's just too high. Just rockets over. Shouldn't be saying that, though. Myself, when I'm playing striker, it's so hard to hit some of those, like, to give credit to the players. It's in a moment thing. You don't plan about placement, especially in that sort of difficult situation. So, for sure, it's always easier said than done. Smash like for easier said than done. Now this is going to be with Palmeiras. And it's Rios just passes back to his teammate, Martinez. Tries to find a through ball there. It's now back with, is that Vanderlyn on the side? Yeah, he got the throw in. And he's going to give it. There's going to be a double substitution here again for Palmeiras. Moreno and Lopez are coming on. And it looks like coming off is Martinez and Vitor Roque. So it does make sense there. Vitor Roque, I did think should have actually came off earlier, but he's coming off now. It's looking likely to be a Brazilian derby, though, in the semi-finals, I got to say. Because, to be honest, Palmeiras have been looking better in the second half. Unfortunately for Chelsea fans, they have been looking better. And Chelsea need to really get back on, you know, the first half form here where they were totally dominating, basically. Esteval dribbles straight out. It's going to be a Chelsea throw-in. Cucurella is going to take this one. Please, just don't go to extra time. I beg you, though, because I need a sleep. It's like 5 a.m. It's 5:30 a.m. Play.fifa.com/Podem. Vote up the player of the match, guys. If you haven't already. Cole Palmer just gives the ball to Palmeiras. Thank you. Chelsea can't win today. We'll have to see, you know, because it's looking at the moment like they can't. Because, you know, Palmeiras has been so good on terms of attacking play at the moment. So, yeah, it's very difficult for them, Chelsea, to get this one. Here's a good chance, though. It's going to be held up nicely by... Who is that? I think it's João Pedro, I think. One by Neto. Little through pass. Madueke tries to get through. Should be a free kick here. And it looks like, yeah, free kick is going to be given to Chelsea. This is a good chance. Cole Palmer could score a free kick here. I don't know who's going to take it. Either Cole Palmer, Enzo, or who else would really take Neto? That was a good meg by Madueke, and then he's just absolutely bashed out of the way there by Mikel. And yeah, it looks like that Cole Palmer is going to be taking. Reece James not on to take this one. I know he's so good at the free kicks. He's not here, unfortunately. At least, and he's not being subbed on. It looks like Cole Palmer or Enzo's going to take. Yeah, they're both lined up for this one. Cucurella just talking with one of the players off of Palmeiras. It's going to be Richard Rios that he's talking to, who's missed in the next match due to the yellow card. Was it even him that did the... It wasn't even him that did the foul. It was Miguel. Why'd they give Rios a yellow card? Or maybe he was arguing with the referee or something. That is kind of weird. And the players discussing who's going to take this one. It looks like Cole's going to take. Let's see, Cole Palmer. Can he make it 2 goals? He's already on form this game. Will he stay on form? Weverton dictating the ball here. It'll be very insane if Cole scores a free kick. Because I would love to see him back on form, honestly. He is just such an entertaining player to watch. Talking with Enzo there. Let's see. Cole Palmer. Do you think he scores, guys? Drop the comments, yes or no. Do you think he scores this one? You got about 3 seconds. Here we go. Just telling where the wall is going to be. The referee just correcting one fine thing. You got about 1 out of the second to comment this. Okay, referee is going to blow his whistle now. Cole Palmer takes it, deflected, and it goes out for a throw-in. Okay, he didn't score. Just hits off. That was not the right curl. There was an open space there, but yeah, it's just blocked out by the Palmeiras player. Nice deflection away there by Fuch, I think. Yeah, Pedro throws back. Chalaba. Colwell. Now this is going to be Cucurella. And there's a ball over to Madueke. The one touch there between Madueke and... Who is number 20? I'm genuinely blanking at the moment. I've literally got complete blanks over in my brain right now, which isn't great. That's Pedro, yeah. As I've been saying. Don't go to extra time. I know. Please don't go to extra time. I beg you. I want to sleep so bad. Same as you, Kieran. I've been staying up since... I was up at 1 p.m. today. So, yeah. I really would want to go... 1 p.m. yesterday, should I say. And, yeah, I really want to go to sleep. And this is now with Palmeiras just trying to find a through ball there. And it's going to be one back. Now on the left side here for Palmeiras. Paulinho. He scored the winner last time. Will he do it this time? 80th minute. Cross coming in. Called by Robert Sanchez. Distributed out quickly to Pedro, who is trying to run on that ball. And there's a poor little header clearance. Cole Palmer wins that one. And Cole Palmer brings it all the way back into the defense here. Pass it over to Colwell. And Colwell to Gusto. And that goes out to the left side there. It's going to be Madueke. Here we go. Madueke coming in. Cuts it back. And caught by Weverton. I think Madueke ran into the ad board there, to be honest. It's bad enough for you being 3:42 a.m., but you're 2 hours ahead. Yeah, I know. I mean, we're both bad enough, I guess, in terms of time. You know, anything past like 1 is bad. Cross coming in from Esteval, and it's cleared nicely by Chelsea. This is the first game that Esteval stayed on the whole time, by the way, at least as it stands. And yeah, he is definitely the right choice to keep on, because he is going crazy in this game. Enzo to Cole Palmer. Same with Cole Palmer. It's the first game where he stayed the whole time on, and he's been brilliant. Cole Palmer over to Enzo. Enzo takes the shot, deflected away. Corner. Let's have a look at that shot again. Yeah, it's just deflected off by number 18 there for Palmeiras, which, of course, is Mauricio. Corner on the left side of the field. And it's going to be... Who's taking this one? Neto, just short. The ball in the box. Cross. And it goes in. It goes in. It's a goal for Chelsea. Oh, my goodness. Gusto scored. What? I thought the cross was deflected away. Oh, my goodness. Chelsea scored. 2-1. 8 minutes left. And as it stands, there is not a Brazilian derby in the semi-finals. I can't believe that. Gusto scored. Wow. He heard our prayers for it not to be extra time, and he went and scored that one. That was brilliant by Gusto. Brilliant play. The Palmeiras fans are not looking happy in the stands there. They look very sad. But that is great. A goal. Let's have a look at the quality of this goal here. So it's just a pass off. Cole Palmer passing it to Enzo. Enzo finds the vision there to Gusto, and then Gusto takes the shot. It just goes in. That was a poor mistake there from Weverton, I think. Yeah, Weverton should stop that. That is not great. That's what I thought was deflected away. What is that goalkeeping? I know you can say deflection, but that's poor. That is really poor from Weatherton. To be honest, that is not great at all. Man, really tough. Palmeiras had this. They were doing so well. I know, exactly. They were doing well, Palmeiras, there. Unfortunately, they didn't get the W. You know, same with Al Hilal near the end. They were trying so hard. They were literally so close to getting that equalizer. But they just weren't able to do it. You know, Palmeiras still have time in this match. They still got some time. So anything can happen in football, as we say. 6 minutes of regular time and then probably like 3 minutes additional. And it's back with Chelsea here. And it's going to be a pass out from Robert Sanchez. Little flick on there from Gusto. And now it's going to be Neto. That was a brilliant skill from Neto out to Gusto. This is brilliant. The 44-year-old keeper would say that. That is a great through ball pass. Oh my goodness. How did that not reach? Oh my goodness. João Pedro just received probably the best through ball I've ever seen this whole tournament by Gusto there. That was insanely good. How was that not a third? Chelsea always turn up the heat in the final 10 minutes, I got to say. And now we got Palmeiras on a breakaway here. Here's a chance for them. It's going to be Paulinho. Can he keep his team in it? He cuts in, takes the shot, goes wide. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. My goodness. Wow. This is going an end-to-end game right now. Just cuts it, takes a shot. That was a good shot. Just not tight enough. Need to wrap the boot more around that one to hit it into the far post. That is unfortunate. And let's have a look. That was onside as well. That is such a good through ball there. That is amazing how that didn't go in. How they both missed that one. The Palmeiras defense, Fuch and João Pedro. Rios gets subbed off as well now, and Rafael Veiga is on. Long ball for Chelsea, trying to chase that on there. João Pedro actually keeps it in. Wow. Gets past the defense. It's going to be a free kick here? No. Says there's a tackle there. The referee says play on. Yeah, good game, exactly. Yamal W's. Lock the score enough, 2-1. I mean, you know, I'd love to go to sleep, you know, but I'm sure Palmeiras fans want this one to go to 2-2. And there's going to be a yellow card coming out here. Don't know for who. You're saying... What the heck is Floons, Yamal? What is Floons? 2-1. Yes, it is 2-1 currently. And it's now going to be Pedro Neto being subbed off. Dewsbury Hall's coming on. He's brilliant. Pedro Neto. Neto's off there. And Hall has come on. See what Dewsbury Hall will do and add to this attack. Neto was brilliant this game, by the way. Big respect to him. Very big respect. And now over to the left side here. It's going to be Yamal. You still didn't explain what Floons is, by the way. Vanderlyn now passes over to the defense there. It's going to be back to Weverton. Now kicked forward there. Trying to reach Estaval, and it's just cleared away by Chelsea. Cucurella now with Madueke, a little bit of a tussle there. Palmeiras win it back. It's going to be a foul on Chelsea. No, it's not. Going to be played advantage. Take the shot. Whoa. Robert Sanchez saving an absolute missile there from Mauricio. That is insane. Don't know if there's going to be a foul here because I was surprised. I thought the referee did call a foul. No. Play on there. Mauricio just goes and takes advantage of that little play on. Let's have a look at the rocket he absolutely flung there at Robert Sanchez. Brilliant save from the keeper. Pads that away with one hand. Very ferocious tap. Fair play to Neto. Play well today. Must have been hard. I know it must have been very hard for him. And as well, I feel like he actually might have dealt with that a little bit better in terms of, you know, playing style because everyone deals with it differently. Cancelo and Ruben Neves definitely were taking that a little bit harder, but Neto for sure, he struggled before the game. You could see it in his eyes. He was struggling not to cry there. he was really, you know, that must have meant a lot to him. And then he goes and puts up that performance. I have such a big respect for him, honestly. And I hope, you know, he can really, you know, in the 2026 World Cup, all of these guys can link up and just do that for Jota. That would be such a good conclusion, you know, to this big chapter that we've been on in football. I always think of football as like a chaptered storybook, you know. You've got so many different chapters, and every time you just end one, it should be something so special, so memorable, each end to a chapter. It's just, honestly, would be such a great thing to see. So yeah, big respect to Neto in this game, though. I got to say, he really did do amazing. W's in the chat for Neto, guys. This is now going to be at the left side here for Palmeiras, and just cleared away by Chalobah. 89th minute here. We're going to be seeing how much extra time there is. Probably going to be maybe 3 minutes or 4 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, W's. And this is going to be now with, again, I think that's Vanderlyn. Yep. Now over to Mauricio. Now over to Estevao. A little touch over. There's a through ball tried to be played, and Chelsea just defending that nicely. Long ball by Robert Sanchez. And cleaned up there by the defense. Fuchs does a good job. It's a little tussle there, and it's going to be back here by Gusto. Cole Palmer. Drew Berry Hall behind him. Just passes over, out. Passes straight out there, Cole Palmer. And we'll see how much extra time is going to be added. 4 minutes of extra time. Also, I've just noticed why I was getting confused with the Palmeiras players' names there. I saw they've gone and announced that Mikel has come off. They announced it on the screen. I've looked here, and he's not off. He's still on the field. Again, DAZN making another mistake with the announced subs. How do you get the announced subs wrong every time? Mikel is still on the field here. What we do know is Andre Santos is being subbed off right now. And on is going to be coming on our boy, the one and only Mr. Tyreek, I think this is, coming on. Come on, my guy. No, it's not. It's going to be, sorry, my bad. Dario Isugo. I thought Tyreek George was going to come on too. No, Isugo's coming on there. Bad facial recognition from me. Robert Sanchez. And that's going to be Dewsbury Hall touching that one. And tries to find a through ball pass over to Madueke. Madueke does hold that one up very nicely. Madueke still running. And it's going to be a free kick there for Chelsea. Madueke holding his leg real bad there. Think he's probably incited this free kick a bit more, you know, just to waste some time. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's nothing much. There's a tap behind, I will say that. It is a little bit more incited here into wasting time. Palmeiras really have to push on here. They've got about 2 minutes left until the full time. Long ball coming from Chelsea. And it's just going out there. It's going to be a Palmeiras throw-in. Here we go. This is their last push here. Their last chance. They've got about 2 minutes left. Long throw. Vanderlyn. Throw. And it's now going to be won by Chelsea. That was a completely useless little set play there. Another throw-in by Vanderlyn. Let's see. Just throws it short. There's a long ball now going out. Just one back by Chelsea again. Asugo does win that one. Dewsbury Hall. Cole Palmer. A little tussle with the ball. It's going to be Palmeiras now. It's going to be a free kick for Palmeiras. It's going to be played quickly, it looks like. Palmer's saying, how is that a free kick? I'm sure it is, Cole, because you did kick him in the leg, let's be honest. Oh, actually, I don't even know what happened there, to be honest. It looked like both players just collided as they tried to kick the ball at the same time. And given away by Palmeiras. Cole Palmer now with the ball. Here's a chance. That was really opened up. Yeah, Betro, can he get a goal on his debut? Let's have a look. Pass it over. Madueke takes the shot. Hits off the cross, off the post, and it's going to be a corner. Madueke unlucky there not to get the finish. 1 minute left. The boys are smiling for Chelsea. They think they've done this one. Palmeiras really need a push, for the final a little bit here if they want to get some sort of counter chance. Unfortunately, it's probably going to just be wasted time at the corner here for them, so it's not going to be that great. But Chelsea are looking happy about this win to be versing Fluminense in the semi-finals. Let's have a look. Yeah, the ball being held up in the corner there by Cole. And Madueke passed out. João Pedro flicked over, and Enzo does that. And João Pedro just not hitting that on in his debut. How does he not score that one? João Pedro getting a goal in his debut would be his dream, probably. I mean, Premier League debut maybe a bit more for him, but, debut in general would be great, getting a goal there. And, yeah, it's just deflected away by Weverton. And it's going to be held up in the corner again by Dewsbury Hall and Cole. Great. And here we go. There's a little bit of a movement here for Palmeiras. They've actually got a little play through here. They've got a couple of seconds. They have to bring this up really quickly. They have to do this now. Okay, there's a little play. Paulinho loses it, and that should be full time right there, it looks like. Full time. Chelsea have done it. 2-1. And Palmeiras are out. One Brazilian team remains. That was an epic throw down there at the very end. That was a bit funny to watch. But yeah, Palmeiras tried to get it out at the end there. They had a little bit of a counter chance, wasted by Paulinho. Really should be a bit more, clinical in that end part there, especially if you want to play on for the goal. Brilliant saves by Weverton to deny some goals there. Cole Palmer's probably going to get player of the match. He's probably, since he scored a goal and assisted, set the build up, for one of them. Overall, decent game. Not the best, not the worst. But yeah, hopefully we get some better games, for PSG versus Bayern. That's going to be a big one streaming tonight. And then Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund, the two final games of the quarterfinals. And then, of course, we have the semis coming up. The semis, one of them already booked up now. Fluminense versus Chelsea, the one I'm streaming on the aeroplane. We'll be streaming Fluminense versus Chelsea on the aeroplane there at 10 p.m. GMT plus 3 on Tuesday, July 8th. Otherwise, the rest of these games will be today at 11 p.m. July 5th, GMT plus 3, and 7 p.m. July 5th, GMT plus 3. W's, guys, thank you so much for this one. Really did appreciate all of you who were watching this one. Smash like if you haven't already for good games. Cole Palmer got player of the match, I'm pretty sure. That's been voted up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Honestly, W game as well. Big respect to the Palmeiras as well. They played very well in this game. Respect to their fans, always constantly chanting. And respect to Chelsea as well. And respect to Pedro Neto, most importantly. And the game wasn't too bad. Chelsea were dominant in first half, and Palmeiras stepped up more in the second half. Chelsea did enough to get over the line. Exactly. They just did enough. It wasn't the most confident performance. That's why I feel like Fluminense might get it over the line for the final against them. I do think Fluminense can do it. Cole Palmer is Mossam, yeah. Understandable. Esteval is going to be feeling a bit sad here. That was his final game, I think, for Palmeiras before he joins Chelsea. But yeah, big applause to Esteval getting probably the goal of the tournament there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.